Howdy folks, John here. Just doing a quick little RC tech video today, and we're going to be talking about these little things, AB clips. These are known as balance plug protectors, buckle head protectors, or savers, balance plug savers, whatever you want to call them. As the name suggests, they help protect your balance plug on your LiPo packs. I think most people know about these and love them as much as I do, but if you're new to the hobby or new to RC LiPo batteries, hopefully this video will give you a little info on them, how to install them, their benefits, a tip or two here and there. They only work with JST XH balance plugs, so keep that in mind. Thankfully, that's what most batteries come with now, and you can get them in 2S all the way up to 6S. And in this video, we're going to be showing 6S examples. Now, some batteries will come already with them pre-installed. Others don't. I've just purchased 4 new batteries that don't have them, so we're going to be installing them here in the video. And not only do they protect the wiring, that's one of their main purposes, is to offer strain relief where the wire comes out of the little clip, but they just give a lot more surface area and purchase to grab onto when you're, plugging them in and out of your chargers. Just a lot easier, and even more so on balance boards or para boards where you're plugging a whole bunch of packs in at once. It's just a lot easier grabbing the side of the AB clip than it is trying to get that little bit of XH connector out, which usually involves, eventually you're going to grab the wire and yank them out, and over time you'll break a wire or pull a pin out. Anyways, let's get started here. I got to tell you, I have become a huge fan of CNHL batteries, specifically their G Plus ones. I've, up until I started using these two last year just as a test, I had been purchasing Gens Ace, and I love Gens Ace, nothing wrong with them, great packs, but these are less than half the price. Here in Canada, you can pick them up for around $95 Canadian. Down in the States, I think they're 65 or 70, whatever the exchange works out to. They've got warehouses in multiple countries, so there's no weird import fees. Shipping is free if they've got a warehouse in your country. If the order's over, I think it's $100. If you don't know about CNHL, I'll have links below in the description if you want to look at any of them. Again, the G Plus, these are what I've been using exclusively. These ones are about a year old now, August 24. Got about 50, 60 flights on them, primarily in my 2 EDF F16s because they just suck tons of current, and I wanted to give these a really hard use. I've flown the helicopters a few times with them, but primarily they've been used in EDFs. And the new IR readings, as you can see, they haven't really changed much. So they're holding up just as well as the Gens Ace, performing just as well, a little bit lighter even, and really good price. Oh, and if you do decide to get some, here's my discount code. I don't get these for free, but they've given me a discount code to use, and it's just the name of my website, RC Helicopter Fun, and that'll get you another 5% off your order if you decide to try out CNHLs. Awesome little packs for the price. But we've got to get these AB clips on. They don't come in any fancy boxes or anything, so you're paying for the battery, not the packaging. Got a whole bunch of stickers here. We'll just do one. Actually, we'll do a couple. So, there's just our bare JST XH plug. And yeah, a lot more difficult to insert. Basically, pulling them out is the worst. It's just so hard to get your fingers in there to get them out. And I always just ended up pulling on the wiring, and eventually, of course, it fails. So, this is super simple. The plug just closes or folds in half, and it clips around the JST balance plug. Let's just zoom in here. Now there's little molded slots in here even for the wiring, but there's a little slot on the front edge here that holds the back edge of the JST there. So that just slides into that slot. Doesn't matter if you do it on that side or this side. Okay, and then you just want to get your wires so they're not crossed in the clip before you fold it together and clip it together. There we go. And then we just close this up and clip it shut. Quick little correction here. I said it didn't matter which way you put this in. Actually, it does. You'll see there's these two little notches, and that's for the orientation notches on the JST XH. So you can't put it in this way. You could, it just won't close all the way. So you want to get those notches on the back side where those little notches are. Nicely over. You want to make sure these little ears have caught. There's no gap along there. Then you know your JST balance plug is held nice and secure into the AB clip. Where's that balance board? Repair board. Much easier to plug and unplug now. I'm going to show you another little tip though. The Gens Ace packs come with these standard. They're already installed, but they put in some electronic grade silicone in there, and that helps further improve the wire strain. So I've started doing that too, because what you'll find is these wires can still pull on the plug itself. Yeah, so what I use instead of electronic grade silicone is 3D fabric paint. You can get this pretty much anywhere. It's a lot less expensive than electronic grade silicone and comes in all kinds of funky colors. I just use the regular black stuff. And I use this on all kinds of electronic projects, from strain relief to insulation. Use it on flybarless systems or flight controllers where the servos plug in to ensure the servo plugs don't vibrate loose, and you can peel it off easy enough, but it's good stuff. Unlike silicone, however, because it is a water-based product, it shrinks a little bit as it cures, but that's really no big deal in most of these applications. What's nice about this stuff is it's got a really nice little fine pinpoint application tip. So it's really easy to apply without getting a whole bunch. I just put a nice little dollop in there, you know, kind of where the wires are going to be. Put our clip in, or our plug in rather. And we'll just make sure our wires aren't crossed. They're all lying in there nice and flat. Put another bead of it across the top here. I like keeping it away from the plug so it doesn't squirt into the pins, which could be a problem, of course. And then we'll just close this up. And that'll just help hold those wires in there from crossing. Just give a little extra strain relief. You, of course, don't have to do that, but I found that the Gens Ace connectors that come standard with that silicone in there, they definitely are holding up better than packs I've had that don't have any type of adhesive inside for the wiring. Just a little added supplement to this video. Thought I'd share what I do whenever I get new packs. Obviously we've got the AB clip on, but I will hook each individual pack, new pack, up to my charger and check a few things on it. Let's just zoom in on our display here. So first I want to see if it shipped in a fairly good storage state. Anything between 3.80 and 3.85 volts, that's typically your storage state. As you can see, all the cells are well balanced, and we're just going to do a brand new internal resistant measurement on this pack. And we range from 3 up to 1.2 up to 1.5. So as you can see, those old packs basically almost the same as the new ones. And I'm just going to round these up and indicate these values on the pack. Ready to go. That is all that's involved in installing an AB clip or a balance plug protector, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, if you've never used these before, they are a game changer. Again, available in 2S right up to 6S. Links will be in the description if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, folks, and happy LiPo balancing.